Hello and welcome to another video from How to Film Weddings. John Bunn here, and I posted in our Facebook group about sharing one of your most recent videos, and I said I would critique one, so I thought I would, record it over here, and then that way everybody could hear my review. I would like to start by saying I do not think that I am the best wedding video editor or anything like that. I've been doing this for 12 years at this point of the recording, but I'm just going to be looking for things that stand out to me. I'm going to watch this video, and from there, I'm just going to say what comes to mind and see if I notice anything, and we'll go from there. So this one is from Eastbourne Wedding Films, and this is the video right here, so let's do it. Okay.
Today we're celebrating not only
There's like a black line in that shot.
but the commitment from all of us, the members of what is now your family,
Let's see here.
to
Nice.
continue to love and support both of you.
That shot's a little red and not, it looks crooked, so that's something that stands out to me. It's a pretty shot, but you might zoom in a little bit and turn it to the right so it'd be up and down and pull some of the red tones out of that.
So I was rooting for Kurt because I knew he was the right guy for her.
That shot right there, it looks like you've put this up against like a black wall or something. Maybe try shooting a different angle. So that way you're not just like on a flat surface. And then I'm not sure what lights you're using, but the exposure's kind of low and she's kind of red. So you might pull some saturation out of that shot, and bump the exposure a little bit if this was all you were given. But just one of those simple flapjack lights that I've posted in my kit before would be a great little fill light if you have the money for some like a torch LED or something. But it looks like she's just kind of standing there. So that stood out.
How did I know? It wasn't because he was kind, quick-witted, good-looking, just an all-around great guy.
On the little ambient shot of the bride before there, I would recommend maybe including a little bit of the ambient audio, just like a little bit underneath, way down, -20 decibels, something like that, just so you can hear it. Same thing with the guy's shots. I've been doing that a lot in my films lately, and it's adding a lot, a nice layer. I stole that from, I think, Matt Koza or somebody on the podcast, so...
It was because he could be her in Scrabble.
Audio sounds good. These shots are beautiful. Love it. That's a little overexposed. Looks great, though. I love that you're going back and forth between the two of them walking. I would have liked to have seen more of her walking up or his face. One thing that's kind of nice to do right before she walks up is to ask him how he's feeling. He's got the microphone on, or maybe ask him what he thinks of her. That'll give you another sound bit. But like this has got real quick, just it cut straight to this. I would love to have seen her coming up or maybe his face. But it's a great angle. That's a little shaky. I'd probably put a warp stabilizer on that. It's real pretty, holding on a little long, like the fade to black. On these shots of the boat and outside, some birds, some just something like that would be really cool. It's some kind of noise, like if there's boats, you might hear like, nautical noises. I don't know, but just kind of pulling you into the scene instead of just watching something. Whoa, red. Look at what they did there. That's not your fault. There's not much you can do about that, but I would go into the, if you're in Premiere or Final Cut, but go into your curves and pull and select some of these colors and then pull down the reds just so it's not so red. Whew, that's red. And that shot too is really red. I get it. I'm not going to critique it anymore, but having something, man, that's rough. That's a bummer. I would have almost tried to talk to whoever was doing the lights to see if they could kill them, and that's another reason to have some really good like torch LEDs or Dito lights or the Practa lights or something to be able to shoot some color that's not just super red. It's pretty. Like the movement. That's really cool. That's a cool shot. Yep, the red again. Oh, that's so much better color, isn't it? That white into the red, that looks so much better. Also, in that wider shot back there, I could see your cameraman. I try my best to not see the cameraman just because it just takes you a little bit out of the film. It's not terrible, but that's just something I'm always looking for in the background. Who's doing what, walking around, making sure that that just adds that extra level. Not sure if you didn't have audio from the ceremony. Could be cool to say, now pronounce you man and wife, or hear the minister's voice. There's the light. That looks nice. Pretty. I like the transition. I don't know. It's not letting me go back to it, but there were some people standing in the background. You might look at asking them to move. Pretty, little bit grainy. I get it. It's dark. Dark again, but it's pretty shots. Good emotion. Not sure if you brought any lights, but just it's a little dark. But I'm liking the vibe of it. It's cool. It would be really cool in the last like 30 seconds to hear more of what the officiant said. I don't know if you didn't mic them up or anything, but being able to hear, some audio from the day or some of their story or something keeps people interested. So it's good stuff. Looks like it's ending. Yeah, it would be cool to have something a little more emotional or something to like put under there above your music bed to just really... bring it home, end it with something, a prayer, something just kind of pulls it back in. But overall, great film. The color that you could control seemed great. I feel like I didn't know their story so much, and I know that comes with time, but we've done a couple videos on, story and getting good interviews and things. So you might, ask a few questions during the day, especially if they're already mic'd up. As they're getting ready, those kinds of things, and then maybe include a little bit more of the audio from the ceremony. I don't know if there were any speeches, but yeah, that's great. It looks great. I can definitely tell that your films have improved in quality since I looked at your website last, so great job, and thank you to everybody for watching this critique.